It's not always a bad thing.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, at 6 o'clock, I'll call to order the Jones County Board of Appeals and Adjustments and the Jones County Planning and Zoning Commission meetings. First on the agenda is approval of the July minutes.
Make a motion to approve it.
Have a second?
A second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Is there any old business?
No, ma'am.
All right, so new business, the first item tonight is, well, let me back up. First item tonight is an appeal request. That item will be heard and decided here. This board it's the final decision on the appeal. The planning and zoning item, which will follow, is a recommendation from the Planning and Zoning Commission. It will go to the commissioners' meeting, which will be September 3rd. So planning and zoning's decision is a recommendation here, a final from the commissioners, and that is September 3rd. Appeals are decided here. So the first item tonight is an appeal request from Jan and Bob Peacock, who are requesting a variance to allow an accessory building. Can y'all hear me? An accessory, since you're close, an accessory building in the front yard. The property is located at 117 Lakeside Drive, and it consists of 22.44 acres, and it's zoned RR, which is rural residential. Would you like to come up and tell us about your request, please?
Sure. I brought some pictures with me, and I don't know why it says I want to put it in the front yard.
The front yard is defined as the space between your house and the road. So you've got two front yards.
I've got two front yards.
Yes.
Because it's a corner lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand here by you, so.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Not at all.
The first picture, I got them in order, but the first picture,
Ma'am,
I'm
could
sorry.
you introduce yourself for
I'm
us?
sorry, I'm Jan Peacock. I thought she said
Thank you,
who I
Bruce.
was. Did you? No,
Come ahead, you're
I'm
good.
sorry.
You're good.
I'm Jan Peacock.
Hi,
This
Miss
is my
Peacock.
husband, Bob.
My mistake.
The first picture, well, mine too. Looking at it this angle, it's over here on the wood line. If you're looking at the front of the house, you look over to the left at that wood line, and I want to put it behind. The second picture is actually a better picture.
The direction you're pointing, is that north, south, east, or west?
Well, hold on.
She's pointing.
Would be east.
What was the question? I'm hard again, I got.
I'm trying to make it easier for everybody to know which way.
Come up with us.
Let's see, my house, the sun goes down on the west and it comes up on the east, so I'm gonna say it's toward the east.
All right.
You say the east, wouldn't you, Tim?
The
From the
proposed
house.
location is north of the house. It's between your house and Lana Drive, right?
Well, as we're viewing a picture, why don't we just say the left?
To the left of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to the left of the
Yeah.
house, but I would
That's
say more like northeast, maybe then, if you wanna put it that way.
Okay.
And this is a better picture, the second picture is a better picture because it's behind this wood line. Right behind this wood line, right here.
Okay.
And the third picture is just another picture. This is the back gate. The third picture is the back gate where you can come in on Lana Drive. And that wood line right there to the left of the gate is gonna be back there behind that. Same thing here on this picture, but where it shows
It's
the corner of the
going right back
house.
behind
It's
the
going
tree
behind the
trunk.
tree line right there.
You wanna
That's
get
the
it back in
gate
the woods
back
down there, out of the yard, out of
Yes.
sight, you know.
That's the gate. That's the picture of the gate. Comes up, circles around back behind the tree line.
And we got a existing
That's the
back driveway
gate.
back there already with a driveway, a gate.
Then there's the gate right there, and the little driveway is showing you right there up, going around to the curve of the tree line. This picture I have circled on, I don't know if I've circled it on all of them.
You did on mine.
Okay, in that picture, you can't really see it, but there is a little boat back there on the left. This is back there is where we're wanting to put this garage. This is the big boat. All right, right here to where the X is where Tim suggested that we could put it. But it slopes there too, and right there behind that orange butterfly in the picture is my well. And if I put it there, it could possibly cover my water lines, and I'm not gonna put a concrete
Sure.
bottom on my, across my, on top of my water lines. Plus, I have to cap my irrigation system off down there. That's just another picture showing where it's at. Another, the same
It
thing.
would
This,
be-
the very last picture is actually where I wanna place it.
Where the little boat's sitting, it's cut out in the woods right there, and it's dropping off a little bit. I'm gonna have to fill in estimated 60 loads of dirt to make it level enough for a slab to go on. If we move down the hill, we wanna stay in the wood line, we don't wanna get up in the yard.
Mhm.
And if we move down, the slope gets deeper, cause we on a hill
Yeah,
there.
it slants from
We
the
built
back of
our
our house, goes straight
Jan
down.
didn't wanna
to
go
the
down
lake.
to the lake, cause it's a long ways dropped off down there. And it's unfortunate for us, we don't have a good building, we don't have to spend a ton of money. And we put this off for 20 years or longer. To put a accessory building, a storage building, whatever, but it's time now, we got these boats and they're sitting out there with covers ruining.
Where you see this,
And
all
we need
across
to-
here, from their back, it slopes straight down to
Oh.
Bateman Lake.
Okay.
There's nowhere down there. It's downhill all the way. There's no way, there's nowhere else to put it.
I could put
And
it,
if I put it where Tim is suggesting put it, then the whole building basically would be visible from the cul-de-sac. I'm up in the cul-de-sac. I have 4 neighbors on the side of me who don't have a problem with it. And we own the 4 lots on Lima Drive right across from where I wanna put the building, so there's nobody that can complain about that. I know it's a law that it's got to be so many feet from the road, but I have nowhere else to put it. And I want his junk out from under my carport. I'm either
Where have I heard that
tripping
before?
fishing poles or chainsaws. That's basically it, but I'm just saying that this is the only option we have. I don't want to put it where Tim said would be feasible, that I could put it there. It would be far enough distance from the road or whatever. I can't put it there. If I'm looking out my kitchen window, I won't see anything but that building, and I don't want it to block the view of my yard. It would be hid more so over behind the tree line. I don't want you to see it. I want it to be over behind those trees.
especially if you're out at all with Jake going out to Lakeside Drive. This is pulling into the driveway. It's actually back behind those trees down in the.
Can you hold it up so they can also see what you're pointing at?
Y'all got
Yes.
one of those
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
but it would be actually back behind them trees down there, where I got it
Mhm.
cut out down there.
Right.
Then you got that tree line going back out to Lima Drive.
And how many feet, Tim, do you remember where you'd say move it
See,
from
when
where
you
we
come
want
in-
it to where you
I'm
said
coming
it
in
would
our
be?
Yard, our gate,
Um,
our house is.
It just has to be as many feet as the house is from the road. So if the house is 400 feet, the building has to be 400
Well,
feet.
see, I couldn't do it 400 feet because my
Behind
land
those trees
slopes.
down in there.
I could put
And
it
I'm looking out
all
from
the way in
that
the back
house
of my
right
yard
there
down
at
to the
it,
lake,
and then we
but
got
my
a
land slopes
driveway
going
already
all the way
built.
down to the lake. I can't,
To
it
come
would be
back
feasible
out.
to put it down there.
And that's where your
anyway.
gate is.
Yes,
Yeah, the
ma'am.
gate.
I mean,
The
this,
gate
I guess I
comes.
should have taken a
Yeah.
picture of the backyard just to show you how
I
bad
do.
this was.
I got it.
I'll
We
make
believe
sure
you.
that-
Yeah.
We believe
You know, I'm
you.
not putting it out this road.
I understand.
I
Thank
just,
you.
I don't have anywhere else that would work to put it other than right here.
Does the board have any questions for
What
the
size is the
Peacocks?
building?
40 by 50.
Okay.
I had to do that to get both boats in, and we have a golf cart, you know,
Got a lot of stuff in the garage.
could
He can't
probably-
put his truck in
you
it.
could probably build 100 by 100 and you fill it up, but
Yes.
I was gonna do 30 by 40, it just won't work.
Right.
My boat that I just got is from the tongue to the motor is right at 28 feet. And that's the first boat you saw in the
Mhm.
pictures. set
Yes.
back there.
And right now, he's got them covered up with tarp, and when it rains, we have to go out there and scoop the water off the
Yep.
tarp to
With a
keep the
bunch of-
mosquitoes from,
Yes.
Yeah, nested,
producing.
stagnated water.
So does the board have any other questions relative to the positioning of the building? Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So you guys are good to go.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you,
Thank
so,
y'all.
so we don't have to go for him out
Okay.
I can sell you the permit's valid now that you got from me.
What's new?
The permit you bought is now valid.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
You
it.
want your pictures?
I'm gonna keep those for part of the record.
That's fine.
Thank you.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Thank you.
I just didn't figure you all would want them.
Now I'm gonna put them with the record.
Thank y'all
Thank
so
you.
much.
Night, y'all.
Nice meeting you. See y'all.
All right, so at this point, I conclude the excuse me, I can't talk tonight, the appeals hearing, and I convene the Planning and Zoning Commission Board hearing. This following item, as I mentioned earlier, will be heard by the commissioners on September 3rd. For the final decision, what's about to happen will be a recommendation from us. So would you folks come forward, please, and tell us about your request? It's a conditional use to allow a single-wide. Property is located at 640 Etheridge Road, and it consists of 2.87 acres, zoned Ag 1, which is agricultural rural.
Okay. Now, we are standing in,
Would you tell, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask the other couple, would you give us your names, please?
yeah, Johnny and Pastor Banks. And we're standing in for my sister Shalema Yokov. She can't be here today. She had to go back home to California. So
I
we're
remember-
standing in for her today.
I remember talking to her on the telephone a couple of years ago when we did this, the first time.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we had her on the
Okay.
phone.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just a request, additional use to allow a single wide, I guess, trailer property, and it's located where you indicated that it was located at 640 Etheridge Road, you know, and consists of 2.87 plus acres and zone AG 1 agricultural rural.
So, does the board have any questions for these folks?
If they've been approved before, I mean, somebody's asked the right questions, so.
It's approved 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
Application.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So you folks have a recommendation to go to the commissioners for approval,
Okay, and that's,
September the 3rd.
okay,
So that's 6 o'clock, right back here.
okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
That was quick,
thank
wasn't
you.
Hey, that was great, yes, yes.
I like this microphone, thank you. We came all the way from Loganville, so we're gonna ride
Wow,
back.
that's a nice ride.
It is, it is.
Did you take 11 across?
Yes,
Always.
yes.
It's always good to get back home. I miss home.
Well, y'all be safe.
Thank you. God bless you guys. Okay.
Night.
Take care.
Any comments from the board members?
Tonight is my last night. I'm done. I'm not playing this anymore. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that happens here, so hanging up my hat.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service.
Yep.
Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Meeting's adjourned. Appreciate y'all.